Tens of thousands of lives claimed, millions of lives changed. The pandemic has altered the way we live, but for some, those changes have been more dramatic than others. A year ago, 18-year-old Lucy went from assisting on an orthopaedic ward to frontline care for Kent's COVID patients.
I'd sort of gone from looking after surgical patients that came in moderately fit, and I was now thrown in the deep end, and I was looking after some of the sickest patients we could ever see. Relatives aren't allowed in, so we had to sort of be their family as well, and we'd have to sit with them and comfort them from start to finish. Understanding that not everybody's going to make it out alive, that's definitely been tough.
Now, she hopes to get a degree in nursing.
And as soon as I started, I really just fell in love with the job. I enjoy helping people out, and it's always different each day.
Brendan says he owes his life to NHS staff like Lucy, and after a gruelling recovery, he says COVID has changed his entire outlook on life.
You see that in the middle of the night, somebody being taken away in your ward because they're that poorly, it really gets to your head and you start thinking, could that be me in a couple of days' time? Especially on the first few days when you're really struggling for your breath. I love this bar, I love working here, but I could have been accused of it being my third child at times, whereas it's not on that level now, because spending the time with the kids, it's something that at one point I didn't know whether I'd be able to do again.
A year ago, Guy was flying high as cabin crew for TUI on his final working flights before being furloughed. Within weeks, he was volunteering as a nursing assistant, holding the hands of patients in their final moments.
It was heartbreaking in a way, but it was just comforting knowing that they were there, they weren't alone. And I hope that brings some comfort to their families as well. Everyone thought I was mad starting at the NHS in the middle of a pandemic, but to me it just didn't cross my mind.
Did you ever imagine a couple of years ago that this is the kind of route that you would take?
Never. It never crossed my mind. But now, looking back, everything happens for a reason, and it's so nice to take something positive out of what was quite a terrible year for a lot of people.
After a year of life-changing lockdowns, it's unclear what the next 12 months will bring. But for some, if one door closes, another might just open. Zoe O'Brien, BBC South East Today.